Hello everybody, today I'm going to be helping anybody who's still on the edge of buying Starfield or not by giving you a conclusion and an overlook over the game of Starfield. Alright, let's get honest here. Anybody who said online that this game is an optimization piece of shit is a legit liar. This game is very well optimized. I'm running it on an RTX 360 12GB on Ultra. I can get between 40 to 60 FPS depending on the location in this game. But as optimization wise, the game is pretty good and it's doing pretty well. It's nothing compared to Cyberpunk. You can't even compare this game to Cyberpunk. I've been seeing a lot of people saying it's the same launch, it's the same game. It's not. Some people are just really terrible online, so let's just not listen to those. Moving on from the optimization note, Starfield is a Fallout lookalike game. When you play it, you will feel like this is Fallout. It has even some of the same sounds when you pick up guns or do some certain interactions. It still has the same sounds from Fallout. But Fallout in space is not a bad idea. It's still a great game. By that I mean that the game has the same playstyle of Fallout, but not the same mechanics. The mechanics for Fallout are a bit old now, I would think, but it does not have the same mechanics. The gunplay is fantastic. The game looks fantastic. The way it feels, the way it plays is fantastic. The way it keeps you immersed is amazing. Also, to address some reviews you might have read online of this game being boring, this game is not boring at all. It's just an RPG game like any RPG game. You need to have patience for it. Like, if you played an RPG before, you would know what I mean. People who usually make these comments are people who bought the game because the game had a lot of hype. Everybody was talking about it. They just went ahead and bought it without knowing what it is. And they would probably, what I would have guessed, there'll be people who are mostly focused on multiplayer games like Call of Duty and such. They're not into RPGs. They don't have the patience to wait for quests or activities to happen. In Starfield, the choices you make are gonna have actual effect on the game and on the characters, and which characters will like you and which characters will hate you and which characters will die because of choices that you've made. And that's basic in any RPG game, and in my point of view, that will keep you immersed enough to enjoy the game. Controls are simple enough to learn, mechanics are simple enough to learn. You will figure it out eventually when you play. There's the same methods that have been used in Fallout. There's a certain weight limit for you for what you can carry. Certain factions which you'll do missions for, you'll get rewarded, and you will get favored by this faction, and they'll give you more stuff. In this mission, as you can see, I've been doing a bounty hunt, and after I killed him, everybody just ran off into space. And I think it's really cool that after that happens, you'll have to go into your spaceship, fly up after them, and then start doing the dogfights up there. Now, when it comes to the spaceship in this game, the flying controls are not the simplest controls you can get. They're a bit rough, but you'll get used to it. You have on the bottom left of the screen here a few gauges. You need to allocate your resources. Energy is your speed, so that's how fast you'll be going. So to fill that up, you're gonna have to take from your missiles or from your shields or from whatever you want to take from. Develop your engine so you can go a little bit faster. Now, dogfights are just fantastic in this game. They're amazing. They're very well planned. The AI of spaceships that you have to fight against, they're amazing. The way they maneuver and the way they fight back, it has a sense of realism to it. I don't want to keep saying that this game is just perfect in all its ways. I have one issue with this game, and that is the loading screens. Literally, for you to do anything, you're gonna have to go through a loading screen. It's not a long loading screen, but for example, going into your spaceship, to get into your seat, now that's a loading screen. To get out of your seat, that's a loading screen. And to launch into space, that's a loading screen. To land on a planet, that's another loading screen. To travel from a planet to a planet, now that's another loading screen. And that is a lot of loading screens to go through. But they're not loading screens as in the sense of GTA loading screens. No, they're simple and short loading screens. You can get through it. It's not really an issue. But for me, it can break the immersion a little bit. Now, whether to buy this game or not, I think you should try it first before buying it, or if you're already on Game Pass, you get this game for free. I think getting this game on Game Pass is worth it. Getting Game Pass for this game is worth it, just to check it out. If you're not that type of person to join up for a Game Pass, you can just join up for 1 month to check out this game instead of paying full price straight away. Well, this is my review. I hope you guys like it. I don't usually do reviews, so this is honest and from the heart, and that's what's important. If you're already here, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, go to my channel so you can see more of my normal videos, and I'll see you guys around.